request Professor Hussain to take his seat, please. I would like to call Dr. Musharraf Hussain Khan, Assistant Professor, Department of English at Presidency University, Bangalore. Dr. Abdul Qayyum, Assistant Professor of Sociology, GD Goenka University, Haryana. Well, without much delay, I would like to hand over mic to our respected chair of the session, Professor Rizal Karim sir.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমরা আজকের এই সেশন শুরু করছি। এই সেশনের আমাদের তিনজন বক্তা। প্রথমে আছেন প্রফেসর আফজাল হোসেন, প্রিন্সিপাল শীতলকুচি কলেজ, কোচবিহার। এরপরে বলবেন ডক্টর মোশাররফ হোসেন খান, ডিপার্টমেন্ট অফ ইংলিশ, প্রেসিডেন্সি ইউনিভার্সিটি বেঙ্গালুরু। তারপরে বলবেন ডক্টর আব্দুল কাইয়ুম, জিডি গোয়েঙ্কা ইউনিভার্সিটি, হরিয়ানা। প্রত্যেককে আমি 15 to 20 মিনিটস সময় দিচ্ছি, সেই হিসাবে তারা তাদের বক্তব্য উপস্থাপন করবেন। প্রথমেই প্রফেসর আফজাল হোসেন।
Assalamu alaikum and namaskar, good afternoon. Honorable Chairman of the session, Professor M.R. Karim, fellow speakers, Dr. M.H. Khan, Dr. A. Qayyum, and respected members of the audience. I am particularly delighted and definitely inspired by the overwhelming presence of the bright young scholars, both as organizers and as participants of this conference. This is a sign to me the strength of the Bengali Muslim within quote community. I would like to extend my best gratitude to the organizers for inviting me to this two-day conference organized by BASE in collaboration with the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. The very title of the conference inspired me thinking the way I am presenting some ideas before you under the title Rethinking the Self, Bengali Muslims of West Bengal in Early Decades of 21st Century. Whenever a traveler reaches any crossroads, he needs a serious pondering over the moment of confusion. This is important not only because he may travel a wrong way, but also he may face the potential dangers on his way. If the Bengali Muslim community is at the crossroads in the early decades of the 21st century, it first of all needs defining or rethinking itself. Rethinking of the self of the Bengali Muslims in West Bengal will remain incomplete without remembering the historical experiences of construction of the self of the community since the late 19th century. There are definitely debates in the process of construction of this self. The issues of the debate surrounded on relationship with colonial rulers, English education, Bengali language, adherence to indigenous culture, then rationalism, fundamentalism, etc. These issues were determined by some defining moments of history. Professor Habibur Rahman, I think he is with us today also. He yesterday highlighted some important debates on these issues. The defining moment of partition not only changed the nature of the self of the Bengali Muslims, Muslim community, but also this divided it politically and geographically. After partition, the Bengali Muslims of West Bengal and Muslims in India in general started facing such questions as, can a Muslim be an Indian, or can a Bengali Muslim be a Bengali? The social, political, economic issues related to Muslims were invoked as Muslim question, Muslim problem, minority problem, etc. These experiences of the community enlighten the collective psyche to chart out the road for the future, while self-introspection is on. In this context, some issues are of concern. First of all, I would like to highlight that Bengali Muslims are human beings with all positive and negative traits of human beings are with them. They do not hail from heaven. Women and men of the community are like women and men not only of West Bengal, but India as well as the world as a whole. Still, their otherness with difference is thought of within the community and outside the community. How do others think of this difference is important, but more important is the thinking within. Because the negotiation with others, though shifting, depends on the community self-image. The hyphenated identity of Bengali Muslim is confronted with the vexing question of homogeneity versus heterogeneity. The most important markers of homogeneity are definitely language and faith, and unfortunately, the second one sometimes causes oppression of different forms. Markers of heterogeneity are many and varied, starting with the so-called Ashraf, non-Ashraf stratification. There are regional and cultural differences, etc. Despite social mobility, stratification of the community persists along class lines, sometimes challenging the homogeneous goals. Moreover, the question of heterogeneity versus homogeneity sometimes creates dilemma of choice, which one should be preferred to the other. To go beyond the binary of Hindu-Muslim, there is the requirement of assertion of the rights of the Bengali Muslims as citizens. The Constitution of India declares that all citizens of India will secure justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, fraternity and dignity of the individual. As citizens, the process of assertion is very important, as there is the danger of being stigmatized in moments of crisis. The lived experiences of the members of the community explain it more clearly. The question of political representation is closely linked here. The determination of the realms of polity and society is another important issue. There is constant interplay between the two realms. The lived experiences of the community members always take place and negotiated at the realm of the society, but the legal constitutional framework of the polity are not always within the reach of the community members. So if the social realm of the community can be so enlightened and ameliorated, the necessity of looking to legal constitutional protection diminishes, though does not end. At these crossroads of multiple crises, learning to live together with others deserves serious attention. Other than experiences of daily life worlds, the determination of forging alliances with others is important. The dialogue with the others and issues and ways of this dialogue are negotiated. The self of the Muslim community is not alienated self. It requires to be vibrant everywhere, within and without. Indeed, human civilization progresses with dialogue only. The historical experiences of the community clearly indicate the dialogue within the self provides it with strength. In West Bengal, as elsewhere, the constant dialogue between the so-called traditional and the modern segments of the community is very important. Both sides eye at other from a distant way, causing sometimes confusions and conflicts. Their healthy and informed dialogue will gradually erase these all. The members of the community are ascribed upon some aspersions of stereotypes and myths. These two of late are being used as propaganda. That large number of Muslims were against the ideology of the Muslim League and the partition of India. That today polygamy among the Bengali Muslims is negligible. That members of the community are not outsiders with roots deeply embedded in the history and culture of the country, and others need cogent utterance. Bengali Muslim girls and women are not today, as was the case in 19th and early and later 20th century. There are marks of progress and empowerment, but gender equality still persists in different spheres of social life. The community cannot progress as a whole without removing this inequality. There is a very good sign, I think a helpful sign, a hopeful sign of the community involvement in spreading quality education in certain areas, but there are needs of quality undergraduate education and postgraduate education, particularly for those who are residing in the rural areas of West Bengal. The question of basic sciences and social sciences is also important in this respect. There are definitely other issues of concern that can be elaborated. Time doesn't permit me to elaborate all these things. This can be elaborated later on or elsewhere. But my focal point is that the ideology of the self of the community needs to be clearly defined at this moment of multiple crises. That is why the intelligentsia, the learned, enlightened segment of the community is so important. If one carefully notes, behind every collective activity or any policy, there is a hidden ideology, be it in the realm of economy, polity, culture, or society. When one is countering an activity, one is countering an ideology behind. And definitely the birth of ideology always precedes the activity itself. Then he or she requires a clearly defined ideology for himself or herself. So also with the Bengali Muslims of West Bengal of this moment of multiple crises in the early decades of 21st century. Thank you for your patience hearing.